Tony.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Boom, boom. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much. What's up with y'all?
Nah, I'm about to do a real talk. You are ready. What you had going on for the day, buddy?
Nah, just got off. Just played A1.
A1 showing little motherfucking Baby T. You just got finished playing Baby T?
Yeah, baby.
The grandson of the Wigglologist. Oh, God. Oh, here we go, baby. Let's give some people some time to get on here. McDonald's, come on, yo, Nano, hit Google McDonald's and Google McDonald's Marlton Pike and motherfucking Marlton Pike, New Jersey, and motherfucking. Let me see. And send the quarter pounder meal, medium, motherfucking no onions, no pickles. Your boy trying fat boy with you. And DM me for the address. Motherfucking Google Eats. I'm fucking starving. Send me a McDonald's meal. Oh my God. All the way from Canada. Oh God. And shit. I send you my address so I can eat McDonald's with you, my boy. Fat boy alerts. Oh God. Oh, that'll come through. Oh shit. All right. We are 1 week away from playoffs again over here. Once I get out of this real talk, I gotta go do the stop and talk show for Madden Franchise Junkies 2 League and some tournament update shit. But here we go. But I'm not domino. I keep seeing Carliftus always on the fucking feed, man. Boy. I mean, the Seahawks look like he enjoying that trade. That guy always playing. Booney, you just got out of the Seahawks game, fresh off of work, loading up to play a game before you even say hi to your wife. What happens in this game, big guy?
Shit. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We didn't run the ball as much as we probably should have. We were throwing the ball around, man. Just pretty much getting ready, man. And plus, I was on the headset talking to him, and this game really, for me and him, I don't think this game meant anything to me. For him, it meant seeding as far as MVP for his running back. He's trying to get his running back MVP. So it meant a little bit more to him than it did to me.
It's one of them late games that really don't mean nothing. Y'all both locked into a playoff spot no matter what. Yeah. Really seeding can change a little bit, but outside of that, it really doesn't change too much from you unless you had the opportunity to win your division. You're either going to play at the 7th seed or the 6th seed, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then the Seahawks.
It's no way that I get the number 2 seed either anyway, so it don't even matter. You know what I mean? Because I'm behind the Rams. And so it didn't really matter to me.
Yeah, so one of those late games, you know what I'm saying, trying to get your for the Seahawks is really about trying to get your rookie running back some touches and some really good touches. I guess, like you said, I'll check the MVP race shit to find out how Kamar Wheaton is doing on the season, but it's really getting him ready for the playoffs. At this point, if you got young players that haven't had that playoff experience yet, you do need them to be active in the playoffs. So again, you heard it from the horse's mouth. When you're playing a game that really doesn't mean too much of anything, really doesn't matter. Turnovers was benefiting the Panthers. 56-7 game over the Falcons. You got the Falcons who's shaking up the tree. This guy is GMing his ass off. You know what? It's good to see a new guy come in the league and process the league and see how the league is going and understand that, and try to move and get some things done. And he's been moving, doing a lot of trading, and it's been good trades. They haven't really been bad trades. I haven't seen too many bad trades. It look like he's putting his team together to make himself relevant in the full season next year. I mean, he took the team over already 0-6. Actually, he didn't take the team over 0-6. What he did was he took a team over right at the draft, right at the draft part of it. So like he still got to get used to his team, see what's going on with that. With his team over there, but I like what he's doing, man. But let's not, give him an excuse and take away the fact 56-7 if that was the score of that game, 7 turnovers. But at the end of the day, the Panthers are playing at a high level. They flying under the radar. Nobody's talking about them. Nobody's even thinking about them. I don't even think half the league will even tune into a game if they could of the Panthers playing, because that's just how our league is. Very disrespectful and don't respect things. So what happens is if you ain't got film on a guy and he's flying under the radar like that, you don't know what you're getting into when you play him. And if his team is good enough to play with anybody's team in the league, things can happen when you're playing somebody that actually knows how to play football. Well, Circle Bob played his last game this week, week 16, and lost it 43-28. I think that might cost him his playoff spot. Now, my big question is the fact that Falk played his CPU 3 advances ago, and that he just lost 2 games in a row after that, does that hurt him and his playoff chances of going to the playoffs with the Chiefs right behind him, right up his back right now? Does he get to use that when he don't make the playoffs? So you can't kill him for not making the playoffs, because he's gonna say, well, y'all let a guy play my CPU and I lost to that guy bad in the CPU game, and that's the downfall of my team. Can he use that excuse? I'll ask you, Shoguns. You the most tainted guy in the league. You're not down with nobody's crew or nothing like that. You're here for the league and the betterment of the league. Do you think Shoguns get a valid excuse there?
Circle Bob, absolutely not, because it's a multi 16-17 game schedule. So for one game, and then you come back and you drop the next 2. I mean, those games weren't auto. Your destiny was in your own hands.
Right. And then you can also go back to the game against the Raiders that he didn't play this year, where he just gave him the force win right away. You can also look at that as the same thing too. I think football is football. You play it on the field no matter what. Whether you're going to get aired or you're going where you're going to win. You got to play the game. But it says follow the leader in the big game for the Colts. Ripcord Ritter was a standout. The Colts quarterback had no problem handling the Broncos defense, throwing for 4 touchdowns in the win. So they was flinging that shit. 43-28. I watched this game. It was a really good game. Looked like Ripcord coming into his own right now. 38-14. Don't think anybody's paying attention to these Jets, who's playing really well down the stretch. And I'm impressed for Israel, and the Jets went over the Steelers with the Steelers helpless against him. Israel scored 3 touchdowns on the ground. The only my player to be traded got traded and ain't at a graveyard spot. Yo, Boom, is that disrespect, embarrassing, or a testament to me? I traded myself, bro. Is that a problem? How you look at that, me trading myself?
Oh man, shit, if you want to get the job done, man, shit, you deserve the boot. But I don't know, man. It is kind of, saying you must well using them right.
Right. Damn. I wasn't, even though he had 1,500 yards in 2 years straight and double-digit touchdowns in his first two seasons. So he just shut him down, went in a different direction. So I got a built-in excuse, but you hit it on the nail, bro. He wasn't being used right in Baltimore. We thought it was a distraction, man. His cousin Eric Jones and his cousin JoJo Jones are starting linemen that came in the same draft he came in through. And because he had family members on the team, these guys partied and did things. We couldn't keep his attention. He was always doing shit and getting in trouble. So we decided to move ways with him. We decided that linemen were more important than him when we had 2 other running backs. And his to be able to play the way he plays as well. So we moved on from him, and he's playing well. Another Raven that went to the Jets is Brent English, man. Another my player who in the last, I mean, what was it, 3, 2, and 1 INTs in the last 4 games.
Yeah, I believe so. 3-3, 2-1.
I mean, playing Pro Bowl football down the stretch late. We'll get the stats and we'll get the things that's going on. Rams best team in the NFC West for sure. We would never give him an excuse for losing to that shitter stain. Damn, Max, you just gonna take that? You watching the broadcast? Daniel's in the building. I ain't even see T signed on. What's good, TT? Yeah.
Who said that?
Man, he called you a shit stain. A shitter stain, not even a shit stain.
Talking about the guy that I own his system and shit, like that guy.
Yeah, that guy. I had to literally unclog my toilet for one of my kids shitter staining and shit. So he called you that. The Texans was beating the Chargers, and the Chargers scored 28 points in the fourth quarter to win this ball game. And the score was 28-0 in the fourth quarter, giving him a 38-27 win over the Texans. Do we got a good user on the Texans team? I think so. Guy comes in, his team on red, 0-6. He won all the games he pretty much played. He only lost to Falk. Outside of that, everybody else he played, he won. His other losses came from forced wins. Intercepted. The Vikings couldn't solve the Bengals secondary, which came away with 6 interceptions. The turnovers proved costly and sparked the Bengals to the victory, 30-10. The Bengals do got a really good secondary. They're putting it together over there with the my player Tim Stewart running the show, and then you got one of Deion kids over there at corner too playing well. And they also drafted the second best rookie corner in the draft. Slated to be in the draft. Not saying he's the best. Once you get on the field and these guys start playing, they start to decide who's the best when they start showing film. But coming into the draft, he was the number 2 rated corner in Diami Jackson. I beat the Texans. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that. All right, well, he did lose more than one human game. 65-26, Van explodes against 49ers. Josh Van embarrassed the 49ers secondary to the tune of 227 receiving yards right now. So Lil Mon is out here doing work and talking shit. He ain't even humble about it. He just flat out telling y'all niggas he the best over there. Fuck wrong with you? Oh yeah, oh shit. And all right, so my bad. I'm speaking too fast. I was going off a couple. We advanced so damn fast. I can't keep up, bro. Like the whole thing was a couple of weeks ago, him and Nano was setting up for their game, and he said to Nano he only lost the forced loss games. He had a chance to still win the division, starting off 0-6. So my bad. Then he got to the meat of the schedule and had to play some of them demons, and he looked like they was not hearing that shit. Who you know? Welcome to the league, cuz. Roasted 24-45, man. The Bears rallied on the passing game, and Stanley delivered, throwing 4 touchdowns in the Bears' downfall of Dallas. Yep, you got a guy. I told you, man, that what I call his offense again. Anybody remember what I call the Bears and his offense?
Mutton go.
The mutton go offense, boy. That mutton go offense hard to stop, bro. Boy, he got that shit packed, man. You got guys that got their system and schemes, man. I keep talking about it. Those guys are always, they can win games, bro. When they got something mastered, got to deal with it right now. And he pitting in turkeys over there with the Bears. The only undefeated team left in the league is the Chicago Bears right now, over there in the NFC right now. Yeah. All right, so I said I wanted to have a conversation. Let's do the stuff that we always talk about to clean up, to keep going. We're gonna talk about stats, and then I'm gonna go from there. Just talk about award winners and stuff like that. And, my bad. Let me get out of here. Let's go to weekly awards and talk about who's produced in games right now. So I think the last time I did do this, I'm not sure if I stopped right. Yeah, it was the Brent English game. 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Then we came to week 13. Here we go. So Paul Tyson, I seen that. That was it. All right, here we go. Right here. Cory Stanley, 354 yards, 6 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown. Trey Brown, one of the most slept-on corners in the league, and he's one of the top 5 corners in the league. Had 4 interceptions and a touchdown in his game. Shador Sanders, 23 for 30, 572 yards, 8 passing touchdowns. This is the game against Circle Bob. CPU game, interception, 4 carries for 50 yards. But Brian Mills in that same week, 9 tackles, 3 interceptions and a touchdown. Brian Mills is the alpha male of the defense of RDL. In 16, we had Yeah, DJ, who that? Moore, the receiver. Oh yeah, that's the old Panthers receiver. He had 5 catches, 250. Him and Harold Burgers went crazy on each other this game. 4 receiving touchdowns. Abrams had 2 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a touchdown. Schwartz had 13 receiving receptions for 315 yards, 24.2. And he had 4 receptions for 4 reception touchdowns. 4 receiving touchdowns. My bad. Damn. So this was just a lab game against the Falcons and the Patriots, because for them both to have their offensive defensive players, they was out there playing with each other. Straight homo. Ain't no homo. They was playing with each other. Simple as that. Week 15, we get out of there. That's your guys who won weekly awards. And then we get to what's going on right now. So, controversy at the top right now. Shedeur Sanders and Trevor Lawrence right now. With 1 game left at Advance, I don't know. T, who do you play? Please, I need that schedule right now. Who do you play?
Circumbop.
That's a computer game. That's a computer game. Circumbop gonna let you play the computer. He should, as much as he mad. All right, yeah. So he ain't gonna play you. So what you do? This is how you get Circumbop to let you play a CPU. Come on, bro. Falk jumped in front of me in the MVP race playing your team. CPU. Since you ain't playing, you might as well just let me play the CPU, bro. So I can take that spot back from Falk and blow Falk shit. They beefing right now. Use that to your advantage. I'm trying to tell you. Tit for tat, buddy. Tit for tat. Because Trevor Lawrence is second on this list when he was at first for all of the season. Shedeur Sanders hops in front of him. Let's not just make it seem like my boy Falky only there because he played the computer. Because he could do it to users too, just like you can, he can. So I'm not gonna kill him and say, oh my God, but I will say that game helped him get on top of this list right here at number 1 in the MVP race right now. God damn, I wish I can get a Lamar Jackson MVP. Nah, I don't care about the MVP league. I got a 5P to go fuck. Oh yeah, fuck the awards. We gonna talk about this too. Oh shit, my boy on a mission right now, man. We might have woke up a demon. So all right, well he don't care about the award right now. So Circleball gonna give him the force win, and he gonna get computer stats. Simple as that. A force winning stat. But Kamar Wheaton, are we impressed with the rookie running back sitting here in 3rd place right now? Boone, you just got to play this guy. Is this running back for real, or that was just such a lad game you really didn't get a good feel on him?
Nah. Well, no, he decent, man. He really decent, man. But I didn't know he changed up to the running game, man. I was more focused on Metcalf, shut him down.
Okay.
So I was in a lot of dime and shit, so nickel. So yeah, he got me though.
All right. Well, it looks like amongst the quarterback race this year, Kamar Wheaton is the only sole opposite position on this list right now so far in the top 7. So let's take a look at it and let's run through this real fast. Shedeur Sanders, the rookie quarterback, Deion's child, is when I say Deion kids, they from Jackson State. When I say Deion's child, that means he's spitting right the fuck out of his nuts. Nah, he just played with you. Lil Ma said, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. He just played with you. Fuck all that. What you guys, are you responding to that little nigga or nah? Booney.
What happened?
Mon said, Lil T brother said, fuck that excuse. Nah, he just played with you.
Nigga, that nigga gay. Nah, I ain't worried about that nigga, man. Well, we gonna see. We gonna see in the playoff.
Kamar Wheaton. Now, Cory Stanley, the my player quarterback from Florida, is out here playing at a high level. Only team that's still 15-0. He's 4th on his list. Hudson Card, my guy. I like Hudson Card a lot. It's 5 on his list. Lamar drops down to 6. Kyler Murray is 7. Corey Richardson, the my player, is 8. And then the other opposite positions of quarterback that's on this list is Tetris Mcmillan. And then you got your boy Trayvon, Mr. Hennessy runs. Don't do me like that. Boom voice. Don't do me like that. That's the MVP race. And let's talk about the offensive player of the year. Tetris is balling at a high level. His quarterback is 2nd on his list, and Shedeur Sanders is 3rd. In the NFC, we got Wheaton, Stanley, and Hudson Card. Defensive player of the year right now, Wiggins is up there, arguably one of the better safeties in the league. Derek Davis is the name you're not going to forget. I promise you that. All right, he's not only is he being used by one of the better users in the league, he's being coached and schemed by one of the better coaches in the league. He gonna meta the death out of you and sub linebacker the life out of you, and you can't throw deep because he can click on. So it's Jeff Okudah, top 3 over there. So he got a safety in the corner, balling right now for the NFC. I love it a lot. Defensive player of the year over here, same name all the time. You get to hear that name, Brian Mills, get familiar. If you're outside of this league, you need to tune into one of Torricelli's YouTube channels. Post your YouTube stamp, please, in this chat. T. Want our viewers to better go watch the best player in our league, Brian Mills. And then you got D. Gabriel Floyd, who was another one of those tweener linebackers that could play either or. Over there for the Texans out here playing high. Patrick Queen, man, woke up, and Brent English. I got to go back down to how Brent English is having a Pro Bowl year late right now. But Patrick Queen leading the league in tackles and all that good shit. You know what I'm talking about? Doing this thing right now and over there. Here we go. Offensive rookies. Who is using rookies and who are playing at a high level with them? Now, let's take a look at it. Because the AFC rookies, dogs. All these guys are important. Simple as that. So let's talk about it. You got Tetris. I call him Tetris because you can't figure out the puzzle with this guy. Something about that offense, that scheme. You get a guy plug and play and he fits it. And then you do it with Diami Brown. He has to replace Diami Brown. And again, you plug and play. So when you play Tetris, there's little block patterns and all that good shit you got to deal with. So Tetris Mcmillan is number 1 on this list. He's doing better than most receivers that have been in the league for 5 years. Balling right now. This guy is not going to lose this Offensive Rookie of the Year award at all. Shedeur Sanders, Deion's child, playing as well, man. The quarterback touched the ball more than anybody, so you expect the quarterback to do good things. But then there's the running back mafioso, man. Motherfucking the Polak Mafia right there, Phil Maffa. Balling, the Clemson running back, man, took over for Travis Etienne, got his shine, and got drafted. And what happens is he drafted on Superstar. He's been playing for a long time in college. Had to wait his time, but he developed into a dog. And this guy is playing well for they found themselves to start a running back. I mean, I thought they found their running back last year, but you can't, this was one of the better picks he had in his entire draft in RDL. And this guy is an animal. I mean, he killed me for 223 yards rushing, so he's a dog. But then there's that kid right behind him, Raleek Brown. Yes, sir. Animal right now. He's the cause of us trading a guy like AI and another running back, Jamari Gibbs, because it's the 1-2 punch show over there. And because I went down to 4, I'll go all the way down to 5. Elijah Arroyo, the tight end for the Browns, man. The tight end, the Browns and the Ravens got a big game to play tonight. Very big game at the end of the day. Both teams are slated to be in the playoffs no matter what, but this game is very important. Especially coming off of a big win last night. The Ravens can't go to sleep and lose this game. Alright, so I'm back to the NFC. We see doing what over here. I don't think their rookies is better than mine. You're going to see all running backs doing shit right. Kamar Wheaton, the number 4 pick player in the draft, ran a 4.31, and the guy that ran a 4.35 behind him but came out faster than him, and Travion Henderson is right behind him right now. Nano is on full tank mode, 4-11 right now, and nobody from the Demon team will give him any type of break off of, oh, you tanking? They don't think you tanking. They think you really stanking. You tell me the truth. Is you tanking or you stanking? What y'all think, man? Is Nano tanking or is he just stanking it up right now, man? His running back is second on his list. And then we got a sleeper. If it wasn't for Tetris Mcmillan playing, this guy right here, Tank City, baby. If it wasn't for Tetris Mcmillan, this guy right here would be the best rookie receiver in the league. And Khalid Burton right now, the Ohio State kid, he just ass. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, man. Number 4 right now. Be careful what you wish for. And the Shipley over here, this is my division next year. Oh shit. Will Shipley, the number 4 rookie in the league right now. Hey yo, bro, you funny. And then Dalvin Baptist, man, I thought was one of the highly sought after players, especially since the Falcons traded for Patterson, then turned around and got Jamari Gibbs. So I thought Dalvin Baptiste was on the list, but that's what my title of this broadcast is for, because we're going to talk about those that are hot traders right now. But he's number 5 on the list. Now let's get to the defense. Rookies of the year. Deuce Harmon is playing really well over there with 2 really good corners already. Kalen King has stepped up for the Eagles. Prophet Brown. So we got 4 corners in the first 3 spots. I don't remember what Jordan Hancock played. If you on here, A1, tell me who's Jordan Hancock, please. cornerbacks. So wow. So in the NFC, you got 5 rookie cornerbacks in the top 5 spots. Deuce Harmon, Kalen King, Prophet Brown, Devontae Smith, and then Jordan Hancock. 5 corners that's holding down the Defensive Rookie of the Year race right now. In the AFC, Defensive Rookie of the Year, you got Newport 100 up here. Xavier Newport 100. You got Alex Halter, another safety. You got Jake Chicalon Johnson, the cornerback, and then Jay Sean Barham, the fastest linebacker to come out the draft. And my boy Travis Hunter just dropping down. He went from 2 to 5 right now. Is he not getting tried over there? He's kind of playing in a game where he's not being tried no more. I'm about to put the 12 back on him, man. He was averaging 2 picks a game in that 12. I listened to Falky and take the number 12 off him. He really not producing like I want him to. He's playing pretty good, but he's not producing like I want him to right now, man. Did he get took yiggity last night? I don't know if he got took yiggity last night. The Raiders score so fast, you have no idea who the fuck he scored on when he do score up there right now. All right, so let's get to the best players at their positions right now. And quarterback, Shedeur Sanders 1, Trevor Lawrence 2, and Lamar Jackson is number 3 right now. In the NFC, best 3 quarterbacks are Hudson Card, Cory Stanley, and DJ Uiagalelei. Now, I'll be saying his name wrong, bro. It's really said Uiagalelei or some shit like. It's weird how they say it. They break it down. I was watching it today, but I'm calling him DJ Ugly. At the end of the day, we knocked the number 1 quarterback in the NFC is now not the number 1 quarterback anymore because he got knocked down to 4 right now, with Hudson Card leading the way right now. Is Young Mon the best passer in the NFC? Usually when I pause, it's because I'm asking a question, so I'm giving the guys that's watching time to react to that question. So, fellas, is Young Mon the best passer in the NFC with Hudson Card at quarterback right now? Don't boost his head. Nah, Bears. Okay. A1 Sean said the Bears, and Cory Stanley, the my player with those with that mutt and go offense. And then Young Tamon, duh. It's the Bears. So the Vikings play them twice, so he's saying it's the Bears right now. So alright, there we go. So we got the Bears and Young Mon as the best passers, and they're arguing between who's the best passer. I played the Bears. I haven't played Young Mon yet. But I played the Bears scheme. I mean, this guy's scheme has been working since he joined Game of Thrones. That scheme is just dangerous because he understands his abilities, his players, and that scheme is just dangerous. I'm not playing it out, calling it mutt and go. I'm playing it out because he's the first nigga to be able to bring that mutt style of play into the franchise mode and play well with it. Most guys that do the off-brand stuff, out the online shit, they usually get their ass whipped in franchise mode. But he understands his abilities, and that's the reason why it still works at a high success. Because if you just running much shit, you can't account for the thresholds that change, man. Building a player, the thresholds change like crazy over there. All right, so now let's go best running backs in the NFC. Wheaton, Travion Henderson, the 2 rookie running backs, they both went in the top 10. One went 4, one went 9. Then at 3, you got Jalen Berger right now. In a room full of good running backs, in a league full of good runners, I will say this. Let's take a look at the NFC. Wheaton, Henderson, rookies. Berger emerged last year and still playing at a high level. At one point, we was calling Travis Etienne number 2 running back in the league. Do anybody feel like he's not still that good? Top 3 running back in the league. Trey Sanders is stepping up. We got rookie Will Shipley's playing well. Master Teague's been up here. Journey Brown, McCaffrey, and Jermaine Martin. You got 10 good running backs on this list. Now, just because they are like Kamara's number 1, Henderson's number 2, don't make them the best running backs. Who is the best on this list? Out of 10 running backs, who would y'all say is the best running back in the NFC right now? So the question would be if you played them and what they did to you when you played them, or just if you watch games and see what they doing. Right now, who's the best running back in the NFC? Because for a few seasons straight, it was Travis Etienne. All right, so the user of Kamar Wheaton says Kamar.
Nah, I gotta get to the Cowboy.
I'm going ETN.
I'm gonna go ETN too because he did it longer. I'm gonna ride
he
out with
catches
Travis
the ball.
Cap, yeah, and do everything out the backfield. Travis Etienne is, to me, will be the best running back in the NFC. Now, the second best on this list, I would say, would be, I would have to say Master Teague. Do anybody disagree with that? Out of all these running backs,
Journey Brown.
Journey Brown too. Yeah, Journey Brown. Yeah, Journey Brown, Master Teague.
And then after that, it's really, even though he's splitting carries, it's McCaffrey.
But
McCaffrey
McCaffrey's
and
problem is
Sanders
he's flying under the radar on everybody, but I saw it firsthand. I lost that man in overtime.
I mean, since he's been in the league, since we had a coach on the Panthers team, McCaffrey and Trey Sanders has been in the top 10 for 2 years straight.
I was about to say both years. So that's what I'm saying. Their whole run game is actually under the radar for real. I probably put Teague after Journey. I might insert an argument for Kamar Wheaton, but I don't know.
Kamar Wheaton is balling the fuck out though as a rookie right now. He's playing well,
that's what I'm
bro.
saying. Like,
and then we don't talk about him enough in the passing game, but he's dangerous in the passing game too.
Wiggle.
Young Mon said, "Ask Boone what Jalen Berger be doing to him." Oh shit. So Boone, I'll ask you. That's the running back for the Rams. He said, "Ask Boone what he be doing to him."
I can't lie. I can't even tell you. Like, that nigga be throwing the ball a lot on me. That nigga gonna be running.
Nope, that's your answer, young man. All right, so in the AFC, your top running backs go like this. Phil Mafia, the mafioso rookie, holding it down at 1. Najee Harris at 2. Trey Sherman is 3. MC8 is at 4. The my player, Kalen Manuel, is at 5. Now, from there, that's your top 5. But then you go down to the next 5 is John Emery, Raleek Brown, Anthony Israel, Javonte Williams, and Lorenzo Lingard. So I asked the same question over here. Who's the best running back in the AFC right now? So I'm gonna get my answer. I want to see if I can get an answer first before I get my answer though. I'll get my answer to this.
Najee Harris right now.
Najee Harris.
Yo, no, I ain't paying attention.
What?
But I know
I'm
Najee
still going.
balling.
Yeah, Najee balling, but I'm still going with MC8, man. I just think he's been shut down. That's it. He shut him down on purpose. Does that hurt him that he shut him down? Because at any moment we about to see right now, because he ain't just going to drop back and throw the ball 50 times a game.
Yeah, because you said right now with the adjective.
But even when MC8 activated, it's still Najee Harris.
You still like Najee Harris better? Well, MC8 activated. Explain yourself.
Yep.
Why?
I mean, it's when Falk wants to shut a game down, and it's no disrespect to MC8. MC8 is, you know, out there wiggling, jiggling, he getting jiggy with it. Najee Harris just puts his head down and just changes the football game. He really affects the football game. Trevor Lawrence affects the football game for the Raiders, not MC8.
Yeah,
MC8, it starts with Trevor. But Najee, I mean, Najee just gives me nightmares. You know, I've said it over and over and over.
So this is what I would say. I agree, but it's the same thing with Falk. Falk doesn't use his running back as often as most people use their running backs right now, right? But he will. When he get in those games, he will. Now, Najee is so hard to tackle, and he can move the chains at any moment. He's really a fucking monster for him being 230 pounds and have elusive skill set and speed. But I'm still going to go with MC8 number 1 in my opinion. I just think no matter how he does it, if he wants to do anything with this running back, nobody can stop him. I mean, the guy got everybody else in the league trying to jump over the end zone when they score touchdowns right now. Hurdle and shit. They stole the jump man from him. That's how he good. He shut him down on purpose. My thing is, you never seen him come in a game where his running back, because even when Trevor Lawrence and him came at the same time, through his 4 Super Bowls, it really went through him. That's why he got fucking 3 MVP awards with the guy. It really goes through him no matter what. Trevor Lawrence is dangerous with that scheme they got over there, man. They get into that hurry up is impossible to fucking stop him and shit. But I like MCA still as number 1 over there. The most used back out of everybody on this list that y'all all gonna sleep on is Trey Sherman. He touched the ball more than everybody over here. He is the entire Steelers offense. And with that being said, he's my number 3 running back over here, because I'm gonna go Najee Harris number 2. Well, MC 8, number 1. Now the newcomer of the league right now is Phil Mafia. This guy's going to be an animal once he get a season under his belt. But he's only hurt because this is his first year. To me, two Russians for 500 plus a game now. Yeah, MC8 definitely got niggas following the wave. Shaking my head, Carter is like that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like when you said right now, that's why I only gave Najee. If you said like whole like RDL best running back in the AFC,
well, it was never a right now question, because if that's the case, then we would have to say Kamara Wheaton is the number 1 running back in the NFC. So it was more like a who's the better running backs over there, like through their time right now. My wide receiver should have his superstar at the end of the season. At the end. About to get crazy. I love playoffs. Yes, I know you about to motherfucking niggas gonna have to motherfucking teach their defenders not to do the giddy, because he gonna be having niggas doing the giddy all playoffs. I'm telling you right now, you are gonna, if you don't click on, you are gonna get wiggled out your motherfucking mind.
I don't know if it's a scheme thing, but I really think that Mafioso is still better than Sermon, because I just played him. I wasn't impressed with Sermon.
Right. Mafioso, he nasty, bro. Like, he nasty. He came out the gate being really nasty. I like him a lot too. But just the fact that Sherman, like, I play both of these guys twice a season. So, Trey Sherman is the entire Steelers offense, and he's starting to see the Steelers trying to get away from him, getting into other stuff, but it's about to be maybe crazy going down. Yeah.
John, that's what I saw.
John Emery is starting to play some football right now, and then what hurts Brown and Raleek Brown and Javonte Williams is a running back by committee over here with the Ravens. We run multiple running backs all for the most part, so these guys' numbers are always going to be tainted. But I really love the fact that you got my player sitting at 8 on this list right now, and we haven't seen enough of Lorenzo Lagar. He had that one great season where we started to look at him like, we got a guy that's about to be a problem over here, and then like you haven't really heard about too much of him. But again, he's 10 on this list, so that means he's doing something with him right now. That's great. But yeah, we about to see some crazy shit going in you about to see niggas doing the P Diddy in the playoffs when you play the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm like, god damn. Niggas about to be doing the P Diddy or the motherfucking Bobby Schmurder. They gonna be your whole defense gonna be doing a Bobby Schmurder out this bitch tomorrow. Oh God. Alright, so wide receivers. Let's stay at the AFC and let's talk about it. So you got Tetris Mcmillan right now, man. He's the number 1 receiver on this list. Anthony Schwartz. I'm about to say some shit that y'all not gonna probably agree with me right now. You got Devontae Smith and Dwayne Escobar sitting at 4, and Wayne Newman. So Falk got 3 wide receivers in the top 5 right now. First of all, I'm gonna just ask the league, the people that's paying attention right now, are you impressed with the fact that it's 3 receivers for the Chargers in the top 5?
As Falk would say, how could you not be impressed? Like, how that shit wild.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
That is very impressive. I don't give a fuck, what happens or how he did it, when he did it. To have 3 up there is very impressive because it's consistent.
With the rookie quarterback.
Yeah, and then not only with that, you got a running back that's up there too, number 2 on the list. The way Madden makes it so hard to pass Falk elite with the throwing shit. No BS, especially with a rookie quarterback. Now, I agree. I definitely agree, especially because, and you see him get penalized for making the right throws time, because it's just with the defense, bro. If you got good stick work, I'm not impressed. T said he's not impressed. All right, so right. So Tetris to me, like you locked onto a rookie receiver, and he fit right into the scheme, and he's putting up dominant numbers right now. And last time I checked, he was sitting on 26 touchdowns. I'm quite sure that number jumped up. He can't pass on me though. That's all that matter. There you go, the demons, boy. Them little niggas, boy. Be at 1 point win, they whooped your ass. Oh God, Anthony Schwartz. All right, so to me right now, all right, that was the 5. I just told you Tetris, Schwartz, Devontae, Eskridge, and Newman. So you got a T.J. Vasher sighting on this list. You got a Rondell Moore for the Broncos. You got a Jalen Waddle. You got a Daylon Baldwin in his second season. And then you got Rashad Bateman right now on this list. Out of the top 10 receivers over here, who's the number one receiver to y'all in the AFC?
That's a tough question.
It's really, I don't know, man.
That's a tough
Devontae
question.
and then Ruggs. Devontae Smith and Ruggs.
I think I gotta go Ruggs. I might have to go Waddle, Ruggs. But Ruggs is like tied with Escobar. Because Falk's sneaky with Escobar, so it's very like troublesome. But like Waddle's on like hush right now because of the offense. Like he said it like 3 times already. The run is important right now. So like you just have a cap on him. But like Waddle at any position is literally like just as lethal.
But also the emergence of Bateman too is to me why I have to put Waddle third. Because now, you know, it used to be Waddle was the alpha. Waddle is no longer just the alpha in that wide receiver core.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I
can understand
Devontae and Ruggs are the alphas on their team.
That's what I'm saying. Like Ruggs is definitely a
other
lot.
receivers. He's forcing it to the other receivers, but the alpha, the big dog on that team is Ruggs.
Yeah, that's why Ruggs was definitely contention.
So I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm putting Anthony Schwartz at number 1 on this list.
I can't say that because
Schwartz all the time now.
It's like he's the only option over there. So
he literally is at 1,500 plus yards, double digit touchdowns. When I say double digit, I'm talking about 10. I'm talking about 20 touchdowns every year since he's been in the league.
Yeah, but I'm in the division, so
does not winning hurt him or? No, you know what? You're the best person to better say to answer this question. So why not? Because you play him twice a season. So why not?
Because he has to play games in order to get this guy open. Like he has to use YouTube motion glitches. He has to do things like T can just whether it's T's guys, Waddle, Devontae, they can just line up. They don't have to scheme them open. They don't have to motion guys, and then you got the corner that's coming late, and then you just quickly throw it to Schwartz and let him run for as long as he can, and then get tackled. He's not lining up saying, "I'm over here. Who's coming over here? You're not gonna shut me." Now he schemes them open.
Now, when you are the only weapon on your team and you still can't stop him, does that give credit to the user, the guy who's using him, and the player that we're talking about? Because I know if you just lock in on him, I've played this guy a lot in the 5 seasons, and every time I've played him, he's had over 200-something yards receiving with Schwartz. Even if I blow him out, that's the guy that still get loose for him. And again, you're right. He do some things that but there's a lot of guys that get glitchy with you. So that's a testament to him trying to get his game better to keep up with what our league's about. So I'm not going to hurt him for that, but I'm going to never take away from somebody that playing twice a year and they're over a person right now. But I like Schwartz on this list, and because you got to think about it. Let me show you something. When you're dealing with Waddle, the best comment you could have ever made was the fact that the emergence of Rashad Baker playing on this team changes the fact that Waddle has to be the number 1 guy. And what you saw over Waddle's career was he was the number 1 receiver, and there really wasn't nobody else there to help out. And that killed me in games because guys start cheating to him, and as much as he still can make plays, you don't have other weapons to go to. So Rashad Bateman is really the answer to the Jalen Waddle being number 1 right now, because now they got a true number 1 receiver over there in Bateman, and his numbers go down. But just look at the numbers of him being the guy in his first 4 seasons. And at this point right now, the numbers is completely down. 52 catches for 1192, 13 touchdowns. Now, because of Bateman and what Bateman is doing over there for us right now is the reason why Waddle doesn't have 2,000 yards right now, right? Because even if I went heavy run and I didn't have Rashad Bateman, then Waddle would be having those type of numbers still with the 2,023 something touchdowns. Cause look. 46 catches, 1195, and 12 touchdowns. So an emergence of a really good go-to receiver to go along with Waddle has changed why I don't consider him the best, but the best as of right now. But I think overall he's the best receiver in the league. But then when you go to Schwartz, bro, I mean, you just can't argue. Numbers don't lie, bro. Like, he's wilding with him right now. 105 catches, 2,328 yards, 18 touchdowns. Now, a lot of this down the stretch is just him just flat out doing nothing else but trying to lose and OP with him. So, like, I'm not feeling that shit. But outside of that, let's look at his numbers.
How many seasons has there been when it's been like that? That's why I say Schwartz is kind of like, oh my gosh, who was like an exhausted receiver, just never moved. Schwartz is like Calvin Johnson on the fucking Detroit Lions.
But Harold Burgers is doing this with Waddle with no quarterback over there. He hasn't had a quarterback since Des Prescott. Let's just take a look at it. Rookie season, no playoffs, 11 touchdowns, 13-10. The second year, he had 1706, no quarterback, 106.6 and 14 touchdowns. Then he had Dak Prescott on Superstar. Went right to the playoffs, 93 catches, 2,064 yards, 22 touchdowns. That's a playoff year. And then the following year, he was playing with 3 different quarterbacks, and right now he still can't figure out what quarterback. And the guy, like I said, he's been double-digit touchdowns and high receiving yards right now. This man got 105 receptions and 2,000 yards, bro. He number one right away. I agree. So I think he's number one right now on this list at receivers. I do agree with that. You just can't ignore it. Now, a lot of that shit is tainted on some real shit, and not disrespecting him, but a lot of it is tainted because the stat game's going involved right now, and not because somebody else lined up and said, yo, let me do what I want to do with him. It's Harold Burgers is on a trip to have the highest draft pick, and it's smart. I don't care who he trading his draft pick to, he still has his other draft picks. So for him to lose games like that right now, it's smart on his part. It's like, all right, this is going to be the year I'm going to play through the draft for the most part. So I know I'm getting rid of my 1 and possibly even getting rid of my number 2 pick. But 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are going to be the first pick in every round. So I'm positioning myself for that. But in the same process, he's doing that, but throwing it to the number 1 weapon on his team. And we all know when you line up and play him, you got to stop him. Who has done it? Name one person who has stopped Waddle. One person. I don't give a fuck how many points you put up on him, how bad the score was. Name one person that stopped Schwartz for being the best receiver in the league right now.
But that's the point. I don't have to stop him. Schwartz is the Houston Rocket James Harden of the league. He's playing from behind the whole game. So I don't have to worry about him. When Ruggs is out there, I'm looking for Ruggs.
That's
Schwartz
my
is
whole
out there,
thing.
I'm
It's
not
just
checking
like,
for Schwartz.
yeah, like
I'm stopping everybody else.
Because then it's just like that's a one-man show, and you're not gonna win a Madden game based off a one-man show. So that doesn't make you like Waddle has single-handedly by himself won you football games. Like
Week 1, Anthony Schwartz played the Bengals, had 116 yards and a touchdown. He got shut when he played the Chargers, 2 catches, 62 yards. Played the Steelers, 3 catches, 106 and a touchdown. Comes back, plays the Panthers, 4 catches, 63 yards, 2 touchdowns. Plays the Ravens, he has 6 catches for 143, no touchdowns. Plays the Bucks, 85 yards, no touchdowns. And then the Saints, I don't know if he played this game or not, 10 catches, 286, 3 touchdowns, and he's been going dummy since then. Jaguars, that's a computer game. They played 5, 252 and 3, 8, 174 and 1. Dolphins, 11, 275 and 1. 8,
and Ruff has a point
2,
that if the coach
7.
just isn't good, can we fault the player that we're talking about? Not in all instances, but I think in a receiver where it's based off of production, you kind of have to fault that.
Nah, just because, but the coach has been. He can't really just say he's not good, bro. He's been a playoff coach.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying the years that he wasn't necessarily Think about the years where he was trying to win the playoffs, trying to be in the playoffs. Don't you think he would have actually had way more production out of Schwartz? Because you know what I'm saying, he's actually putting forth effort.
I'm totally opposite with the coach thing. I don't think it's bad coaching for him because he's scheming his guy open.
Right.
So So for him to scheme his guy open, I think it's a testament to good coaching. All I'm saying is, you know, there's just like with boxing, there's certain guys in your weight division, you checking, you picking up the paper or you looking through your phone, you want to know what that guy did.
Right.
And then there's other guys where, you know, you might catch Sports Center a couple of days later. Oh, that's what he did? Okay.
Right. So on this list, do y'all not, do you, so I asked you, Guns, do you not agree that Schwartz is the best receiver over here right now?
In the AFC?
Yes.
No, he's top 5, but I can never put him in front of Smitty. I can't put him in front of Ruggs. No. Top 5 for sure.
All right, let's go to the
Maybe
NFC and
top
look.
3.
So in the NFC, your top 5 are DK Metcalf, Jordan Whittington III, Esquire, the lawyer, motherfucking. So we talked about Jordan Whittington as an under the radar guy that nobody was checking for either, but he's number 2 on this list. Do we credit him as? And I'll ask again. This is participation from the guys watching. Is Jordan Whittington a threat at receiver and a top receiver in the NFC? At 3, you got Khalid Burton on his rookie year, jet sweep shorty. Hey, boom! I know that nigga still here. He ain't going nowhere. He thinking about his answer to this. Yo, Booney. God damn it, Booney, where you at? He called him jet sweep shorty. Oh, Lord. Who else got? Not at all. Nope. I'm not scared. Nope, not at all. All right, so Whittington. All right, Khalid Burton is in his rookie year. He's like Tetris right now. Them guys is dogs, but they only got that 1 year. And then now Tutu Atwell has emerged over there as a top-tier receiver in one season, too. And you got this Arian Smith kid, and I'm impressed with the Rams. He like Falky. The Rams have 3 receivers up here. Arian Smith, Johnny Wilson, and Josh Van are the 3 receivers up here. And then you got Justin Ross, and then you also got Tutu Atwell up here too, worried about stopping the jet and fucking tight end delay when he play the cards. When I play the cards, don't sleep. Burton is a dog, bro. Yeah, nah, I do. I'm not sleeping on Burton at all. Again, I just think that, you know, 1 season under his belt, he has to prove it some more. That's all. But on this list is a weird list. CeeDee Lamb stepping up now that he's the number 1 receiver for the Cowboys. Who's the best receiver over in the NFC? Is it DK Metcalf? Is there even an argument?
No argument, DK. For me, at least. Not right now.
I agree. I think it's DK Metcalf, the best receiver in the NFC right now, for sure. I think at 27 years old, he'd be smart to get rid of. Like, when I'm about to get to that conversation right now, but DK should be going somewhere for that. I told y'all right now at 27, you can get you can probably get a 2 and 2 out of him. I'm quite sure there's an idiot in the league that'll give him a first right away for him. But I wouldn't. I don't think he's worth it because of the age. He's gonna be 28 at the end of the year, and it would be smart for him to get 2 draft picks for him right now, because I think he got the roster to do it. All right, so that's best receivers. O-line, you got to show the line some work. Jake Corhan, Thayer Memphis, Savion Byrd, David Moore, and Ronnie Stanley are your top 5 NFC offensive linemen. In the AFC, you're dealing with Maurice Boyer, Joe Jones, Torricelli Simpkins, Jack Bartlett. I always want to say Bartell for some reason. And then Jameer Evans. DK save him from losing games sometimes. And I do. I agree. When you got a guy that good, shit. Best D lineman right now. Jalen Phillips is over here. Joshua Candoa from Florida State. Patrick Falk, the my player. Xavier Thomas from Texas. And Max Crosby, bro. Out of these 5, though, the most impressive guy on this list is Max Crosby, bro. He brought him from the mud. This guy is a player nobody else will play with, check for, or even think about making great. He should have been traded or not re-signed 5 times over. And all he is playing better football than anybody else's DNs in the league right now. So he's balling out in the top 5 right now. And the NFC, best D lineman, and I forgot to talk to you. I gotta talk to you later, man. All right, I got you, bro. Gregory Rose, Joey Bosa, Carlos Basham, and DeMarvion Lil. Chris Orlando are your top 5 right now. Albert got saved with Chris Orlando with his that was the gift I gave him. Gave him an extra year to deal with him, so you don't got to get rid of that guy or lose him or nothing like that, because he's a fucking animal for my player. But Rose to me, now y'all gonna be surprised in the name I'm gonna say, but Carlos Basham to me is the better DN over here on this top 5 list. He's consistently in the top 3 to 5 every year since he's been in the league, so I like him better than the rest of these guys. And then after that, I would look at Rose, the next best guy.
But Rose, this is his first year being at 1. He's been in top 5 a lot, even with sim seasons on the last user. But Rose, give him another year. If he has another defensive line here at the top, Rose definitely will start the crown. But Basham is like OD right now.
Man, I'm balling out right now.
I think Ruff got Rose on the block.
And Rose on the block right now, bro. And he would demand a first-round pick right away.
Wow.
He would demand a first-round pick right away, bro. Right away. Like, that's a good. If you watching this broadcast and you in the league right now, and if you ain't inquire for him, if you don't got that type of DN on your team right now, and you're not going to get one out the draft, you might as well go get this guy right now, bro. Like, I'm surprised he even got him on the block. So if either it's a money issue or he just, you know what, I can see him having him on the block because he doesn't value D. He like T. They don't value those D linemen the way we do, because they know their scheme and what they going to call on defense, and these guys will still play at a high level no matter if they good or not good. But Gregory Rose, I had this guy for half a season, man. And honestly, if I needed a DN, I would be looking to inquire for him right away. Let's keep it moving. I like the Bosa. What Nano did with Joey Bosa was gave him a lifeline. So what he did was he gave him, like he was playing Mario Brothers, and gave him an extra couple of lives. You remember Mario Brothers when you would jump on the motherfucking turtle shell at the top of that little stairs, and you keep jumping on them and they go doo 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 doo, and you get about 70 million lives and shit. That's what Nano did by moving Joey Bosa to the D tackle. He just gave him a longer lifespan in the league right now, so he'll be a high level player for the next 4 to 5 seasons at D line right now. Nah, he don't require 2 firsts. I'm not gonna say that. He can get a first and a second for him like that, but hell no. Not what I'll be having to give up for a first. Fuck no.
I think he's trying to say DK.
DK ain't worth no 2 firsts. He ain't getting that shit. That trade to get denied fast as hell. He ain't worth that. You got to take in DK's age, bro. He's not worth that, bro. And then you got to also know the receiver position. DK is great. Don't get it fucked up. He could change games by himself, even if you're not. You know what I mean? You could just throw it up to DK. But at wide receiver is 12 to 20 fucking DKs in the league right now. And I'm going to show you that when I start talking about the hot players that should be getting traded for right now. So, in my opinion, you could get a first for DK still right now, but I don't see 2 firsts coming up out of it. I could see more like 2 2s, bro. I could literally see 2 2s and him getting up out of here with them 2 2s. Even like a 2 2s and a fourth or something like me. I would probably give him like a second this year, like a 5th this year and a 2nd next year, or I would give him like a 2nd this year and a 2nd next year and a 4th next year, something like that, like, because he is worth the 3 picks. But the age is what's going to hurt DK, man, because we just don't value guys that get up in that once they get past that 26-year-old age, they start to lose value on them and shit like that. So now if I'm him and he trade him to the 49ers, I would definitely take a second and make him give you another draft pick in this draft class to get him, because you trade him inside the division. I think that's worth that all the way. Like, but I would do it. I wouldn't do it until the end of the year though, but I would do it. You keep DK on your run right now if I'm him. All right, linebackers, best linebackers in the league. You got Shaq and Tony at 1, Des Boone at 2. You got Patty Fisher for the Vikings sitting up here at 3. You got my boy Tyreek Austin Cade for the Seahawks at 4, and Ty McBride sitting at 5 right now. A1, don't trade DK to him. At 5 right now. So you got McBride. Why? I wouldn't be worried about it. I thought you was the guy over there, Ma. You shouldn't worry about who the fuck he get. you should better just put the work in, and no matter who he get. Remember, Nano can't throw the ball, so you trade DK Metcalf to him, you trade him to a graveyard spot. Right? Think about it. Let's just be real. He's not known as a passer at all. So DK don't even, you got 1 year with DK before he's 29, and if he don't have a great year, he's going to lose his attributes. I mean, his stats, is all that shit. So really, that might be the smartest trade out there, to be honest with you. And then you ain't got to worry about him all crazy. You might got 1 season to worry about him. After that, man. Now, honestly, though, is Nano going to better have that man with 1,500 catches? I mean, 1,500 yards, 10, I would say more like 15 to 20 touchdowns. Because if he can't do that, DK going to lose that X factor, and then going to lose the superstar. And then who is DK Metcalf? It might be smart to trade him there. Get 2 2s out of that man. And another pick out of that man. I like it. But Ty McBride, a my player ball now. Nano can throw the ball up. That's all DK need. I mean, I know, but is that enough that going to get Nano again? You got to better get 1,500 passing yards with DK, receiving yards. Keep your ice in here, buddy. Yeah. DK got to better be at 1,500 yards, anywhere between 15 and 20 touchdowns. Can Nano do that? I like Ty McBride, the my player. Tyreek Austin is going to be my favorite linebacker on this list right now, but you got to show love to Patty Fisher. Dez Boone been playing at a high level. Now let's talk about RDL5 Hall of Fame. So my question to y'all would be, is this. Now I know a lot of y'all probably don't pay attention, but we had this conversation before. What will require you to be a Hall of Fame player? Playing at a high level consistently, Pro Bowls, being a top 5 at your position every year. Any of y'all agree that Dez Boone is playing at Hall of Fame, having a Hall of Fame career in RDL5? Thank you, buddy.
He's playing at a high level.
Hall of Fame means you playing better than 90% of the fucking league, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
out there pitting that twerkies and AFC outside linebackers. Here we go. DeGrabiel Floor having a good year. Now, Elaine Dixon, I know y'all see Dixon up there, but that's just the game won't let me spell his name the right way. But Elaine Dixon has been, for the last couple of seasons, has been in the top 5. Patrick Queen is a new sighting right now, man. The old Raven is up here. As much as he sucked, his player might be on the way to the Hall of Fame. This is really the first year I heard Boone guy going crazy. Go look at this. You know what? This is what I'll do for y'all. Here we go. We'll just do it like this.
Well,
Let's just
let me
settle
ask
it
this
right
question
now.
while you're going to it, because
Okay.
it's in the same lane that you're in. Is Dez Boone the best linebacker on his own team?
Exactly. Great question. Does Dez Boone get in the Hall of Fame before Isaiah Simmons does?
There we go.
All right, here's Dez Boone's numbers throughout his career right now. And let's not act like he doesn't put his hand in the dirt and he's act defensive end. Never heard of Dez Boone when we played. All right, so here we go. Let's look at the numbers. In year 1, outside linebacker / defensive end, 10 tackles for losses, 13 sacks. 15 tackles for losses, 10 sacks. This is the year Boone played 17 tackles, 81 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 5 sacks and an interception. And I think he took this year off right here. He didn't play with him. So this is the computer playing with him. 73 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 6 sacks. And now this year he's playing with him again. 56, 8, and 3 picks. Is this Hall of Fame numbers? You guys got linebackers. Y'all know what y'all got to do. I mean, come on now. It is Isaiah Simmons for sure. All right, so yes, Dez Boone to me is not a Hall of Fame player. Oh, never mind, that nigga tackles suck. All right, man. He got him at the end though for the most part. His hands in the dirt and diamond nickel. Remember, Boone doesn't play run defenses, so his outside linebackers are all playing with their hand in the dirt. All right, so let's keep it moving. We're going to talk about some other linebackers as well, and I'll go to them and see. Okay, you know what? My bad. Elaine Dixon was on here, and I told y'all this guy been playing since he's been in the league. He's been playing at a high level as well, so let's take a look at Elaine Dixon right now. As a rookie, he wasn't thought about. I don't even think he played that much this year. But since then, 72 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 15 sacks, 1 INT. Right now, he has 72 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, 13.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. If he have 2 more seasons like this, that's on his way, depending on that motherfucker. Now, my Hall of Fame, my league, real draft, we don't wear the gold jackets. We put that blue on. You heard? So he on his way to getting a blue jacket. These are great numbers in 2 seasons. Now, his rookie year, he wasn't a starter yet. But now that he is the starter, this is what he's doing right now. The tackles are great. The tackles for losses are really great. And the sacks are fucking unbelievable. 15 and 13.5. With 1 game left, he got 2 interceptions as well. So he's balling right now. So at the end of the day, let's keep it pushing and look at what he's doing right now. What's up, love? Hey, I'm here. Give me 2 seconds to finish up this real talk. So, yeah, I like him as a guy on his way to getting a blue jacket. Hall of Fame numbers. Balling right now. All right, so let's get back. He balling, man. Yeah, he balling. He putting in that turkeys. All right, so AFC, we went to outside linebackers. I mean, linebackers itself. And your top 5 was Floyd, Dixon, Queen, Trotter, and Browning right now in your top 5 right now. That's the AFC now. NFC top 5, again, it was Tony, Boone, Fisher, Austin Caven, Ty McBride. So back to the AFC. Let's slide over here and look at some of these guys. Trotter, Browning having a good career considering he played for 3 teams since he's been in the league. He's playing pretty well right now. So DBs right now in the AFC. Let's go to it. Brian Mills. Do we have to look at Brian Mills' numbers to say he get the blue jacket?
Nope.
No. Not at all.
Now, Gun, this is your player, so I'm going to ask you this. What is the emergence of Brent English? I mean, you got him. You knew he was going to play for you at the beginning of the year. You made a trade that got him from Baltimore to New York. And this guy down the stretch is having a fucking career right now. So you care share to talk about what makes him as good as he's playing right now, and how he's helped your team in the back end.
Honestly, he brought the experience. He helps out in the run. He's got tremendous hit power, tremendous awareness. But his leadership and the emergence of the front 7 in combination has really helped my secondary. My secondary has played better with the addition of Brent English. And I guess sometimes when you have a young core, adding that vet, it actually makes them play on a higher level.
I like him back there. I think it completes your secondary, especially the emergence of your corner that's playing at a high level as well on here, who's number 7 on this list. All right, so Derek Stingley is number 3. Tony Grimes for the Patriots is number 4, and Metcalf Wright at number 5. And if things are going the way it's supposed to be going, Metcalf Wright will be a Patriot at the end of the year, and that would give him 2 top 5 corners on that team right now. Do we penalize Metcalf Wright as being one of the best corners in the league because of the scheme? And we know that T can pretty much plug any corner here, no matter the overall, and have corners playing at a high level? Or do we show this guy the right proper due? He has a Super Bowl MVP, and he's up there in numbers too as well.
I think he deserves his proper due.
I do too. Yeah, I think he deserves his proper due out there. Now, Tony Grimes with all that damn speed, bro, he can run with anybody on the field. And then in practice, he got to go up against Schwartz every day. So he's trained to run with fast receivers all game long. And NFC, here we go, best DBs. James Wiggins, if he's not number 1 in the league at safety, you know it got to be Brian Mills, so then he's number 2. The emergence of Jeff Okudah, though, playing in that Bears scheme right now, man. This guy balling at a high level right now. Trey Brown is the most underrated corner in the league. He's been slept on for years, and all he's done is have numbers better than the guys that call themselves the number 1 corners in the league. Paris Ford, another emergent player that we haven't really been seeing at all. Now he's up here on the list. And then Jonathan Abrams goes from the Raiders to the Falcons, and he's still playing at a high level. Great trade by T, starting to shake the tree up a little bit, and we're seeing some things right now, man. And those guys, you know, I always brag about how Ravens are all over the league shitting right now, and you're starting to see the guys that got traded from the Raiders are playing at high level on the teams they on right now. So no graveyard spots for these guys, man. All right, I usually say I'm gonna come right back and finish this up, but this real talk is very important. I got 2 today. I got the Stop and Talk show for the Junkies League to do, but I gotta come back because I want to talk about the hottest players that should be on the block, and I'm gonna talk about trades that happen, and I'm gonna talk about trades that should happen going into this year's draft. I want all y'all to tune in. If you're in this league, tune in because you're gonna get a sneak peek of the draft as well. So we'll be back, and as soon as I get out of this break conversation with my wife, we'll be back on the Real Talk. And here's the Franchise Guru, part 2 of hottest players to trade for. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Holla at me.